J-Mo was asked today, did speak to the media, was asked about the gambling suspension, said he was totally caught off guard by it. He didn't know he was breaking any rules, and he feels there's more confusion about it across the league. It, quote, made him sick, end quote, when he found out that he knew he was hurting the team. He said, I'm not a gambler, I'm a football player. Pretty responsible stuff there, and that's exactly the kind of stuff we want to see from number 9 of the Detroit Lions.
When this story first broke, I've always taken the stance that the NFL, much to what they tell people, did not always do that. They do not always sit guys down and say, these are the exact rules. They sometimes just hand out things. They sometimes have meetings and they don't make it mandatory for you to attend those meetings. I know a couple of meetings that happened when I was playing football that I didn't know about it. I didn't know that I had that meeting. It wasn't mandatory. They say, hey, we got a meeting about this. It's optional. Well, when I'm 22, 23, 24 years old, I just want to go home. I want to go home and get on my PS3. I want to go get on my Xbox 360. Like I want to get away from the building and go enjoy life. And I guarantee you that's what they did here. And a lot of these rules, what they were talking about, some of these rules, Tom Mazaway, were already in place as it relates to gambling. The same rules that I saw in the locker room when I was playing, the same things they tell you, don't gamble. They're talking about cars. They're talking about
Except you don't have a phone.
Exactly. Well, I had a phone, but I didn't have access to sports gambling. Yeah, 100%.
That's what I meant.
So I don't think they gave him and the NFL. It's a reason why a lot of players are still getting in trouble. It's a reason why, for all the money they may make, for the money they may be making in the future, they're not putting bets out here to make $2 million. They're not placing bets to make $100,000, even $25,000. They're just having some fun. Now, it is his fault in terms of how he handled the situation and posting everything in Vegas. I thought that was a little sensitive to what people saw. But outside of that, I agree with him 100%. But I want to see what he does in this time period. I remember Santonio Holmes, when he got to the Jets, he was serving a 4 or 6 game suspension that he got when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when he came to the Jets, when he was able to practice in OTAs, in minicamp, and he couldn't practice training camp, but OTAs and minicamp, he was out there going. He was out there giving all that he had. He was out there making it happen. He was very focused. He was very into it. He was dialed in. That's what I want to know with Jameson Williams. Can you be dialed in this period? Is somebody going to take you under their wings? Amon-Ra St. Brown was only 1 year season-wise older than him. James Reynolds, Marvin Jones II is now here. Are they going to take him under his wing? Is he going to listen? Because even though he made a mistake, let's give him the credit. He made a mistake, or even though he's saying the right thing, you got to back it up with action. And that's what the city of Detroit is looking for. Number 9 to back it up with action.